I heard the dumbest shit on Reddit, and it all came across as typical Americanese and stupid arguments that I've had with my neighbors, but people who think that they're so fucking clever, but only just serve as a testimony to my neighbors being fucking morons. USDA grade fucking stupids. True stupids. That you think that this was an argument means that you're a fucking moron. Period. There's a bag of rocks is smarter than every fucking brain cell in your fucking body. And I'm not sorry for saying it. I mean, I'm so fucking tired of having to argue with fucking idiots on the internet about shit. I mean, maybe it's my own fault for even engaging at all. What the fuck am I doing? What? I mean, seriously. So I voted for Measure 117 here in Oregon, and I got accused of being a transplant from out of state. I got told, they're spending millions and millions of dollars of out of state money trying to convince you that you'll love this. Like, fuck you, junkies, and fuck your short memories, is all I can think. Back to the Tool song yet again. Like, okay, let me give you some guidance and context to understand history and the past, especially in relation to me. When I first started supporting ranked choice voting, it was fucking the year 2000. Yeah, I've supported it for 24 years. So when it came on the ballot, yeah, of course I voted for it. So this idea that they spent millions of dollars to convince me, they didn't have to spend one fucking red penny. They could have spent literally nothing. In fact, they could have taken money out of the state coffers, and I would still be convinced that I would love it. If the state lost $1 trillion on it, I would still know that I would love it. So fuck you. You don't know what you're talking about. I mean, the amount of idiocy that's run through our society with these fucking junkies that can't even think past like the last election or the fact that this ballot measure came up here in 2000. Like they can't even they don't even have an imagination to imagine that there are people out there that have supported it for 20 fucking years. you know like it's always got to be, if you support this, you must support it because of all the out of state money that came in just recently about this idea this year. No, no, not the case. Like I didn't wake up yesterday and start supporting ideas like that. I didn't wake up and start thinking, hey, this is the new policy proposal. I mean, I've known about it for ages, for decades at this point, and so when I finally got a chance to vote for it, of course, I voted for it. I mean, what the fuck? You people, and I mean, I get it. I get the Tool song at this point, and because it's like every time I have to deal with politics, it's like this. It's like this is a bunch of hip gangster, hipster gun-toting, wannabes with, it's just the stupidity of all of it, the fucking brainlessness of it, and the caring about shit that doesn't even matter, and all of it, and just the fucking dumbassery that can't even pull its head out of its ass for long enough to realize that this is an idea that's been out there for over 20 years. And that there might be some people, that have been around that still that support it from 20 fucking years ago. Ranked choice voting didn't is not an idea that emerged after the Yes on Measure 117 campaign, started pushing for it. I mean, it was around for a long time before Measure 117 was even on the ballot, before the state legislator even voted for it to be on the ballot as a proposal before the voters. I mean, it had been around and been kicking around at that point for about 20+ years. I mean, this was a major feature of like the Stein campaigns where they were pushing their people, saying, if you feel that you can't vote for us, then support, ranked choice voting in your district. Call your state representatives and tell them to implement this as an alternative to, this, so you can actually pull the trigger and vote for what you feel is the better candidate. Jill Stein was pushing this message like way back then. I mean, it's been a message that even Ralph Nader was pushing. I mean, I was for ranked choice voting before I could even legally vote. I mean, I was first allowed to vote in 2004, and yeah, the first fucking moment that I was able to vote, I voted for John Kerry against Bush because yeah, fuck the shrub. And I don't. As far as the men that feel disappointed by that, this is my message to you. I don't care. Good. Fuck you. I'm proud, and I'd like to spit in your face. I don't give a shit about your approval. In fact, I explicitly want your disapproval. Please keep being disappointed in me, because I'd rather be dead than be what you approve of. I'd rather cut off my dick and eat it in front of you than be what you approve of. You are fucking the scum of the earth, and I fucking hate you. You disgust me, you subhuman mongrel. I do not give a fuck at all. I am proud of my vote, and if you are disappointed in me, you can kill yourself. I don't give a flying fuck. Good. Fuck you and the fox virtues that you fucking hold sacred. That's all I have to say about that one. So yeah, I voted against the shrub the first fucking chance I got, and I apologize to fucking no one. That's all I have to say about that one. So, this stupidity and the dumbassery I get, it's always, you would have, you're voting this way because they spent millions of dollars to convince you and indoctrinate you into thinking this. Motherfucker, they didn't have to spend one fucking red penny convincing me of anything. I'm not indoctrinated. I chose this out of my own free will and analysis of it. I thought about it. I've been thinking about it for years and years and years. This isn't a new idea. Anybody who thinks I woke up yesterday because they spent millions of dollars, you know, trying to understand, trying to influence us, has no fucking clue what they're talking about. They don't have the first fucking clue. Fuck them and their short memories.